Um, so what differentiates your vampire books and your monster books and your psychopathic books from some of the other writers that are out there?
Uh, um, Everyone has something that they do maybe well, or just maybe different, and hopefully different and done well. I have I work on a lot with, wouldn't say the inner mind, but what people can change into as far as what their actions do. I do a lot of that. I do a lot of descriptions. Well, there's times where I will lead up with descriptions the way some authors lead up with blood. It's a good reference I like to throw around a little bit. So it's not necessarily how many bodies that are strewn around. It's how many that you don't see now. It's where they are now, where I left them, where I put them for you to find later. Uh, so
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
pretty much that as far as that goes.
Huh. All right.
I didn't answer everything. You can.
No, you did. That is a different aspect because a lot of times if you're thinking and you're looking, horror movies and that type of thing. It's the first thing is it's killer slash, and you start taking a body count, right? So you're saying in your books, you look at it kind of differently as far as, hey, I could have killed 10 people already, but you just don't know about it.
It's kind of character driven,
Yeah.
as opposed to with the end result. Now you will see that kind of stuff in my books. This is going to be described differently. If you were watching a movie, you might know something's coming from sound,
The music.
from the music,
Yeah.
the score, all that stuff.
Yeah,
Maybe simple sound effects, maybe not hearing anything. That's what I love. Something different. Quiet is just about dear to my heart as anything. Noise, whatever. But sometimes the way I write is the description. So when the description starts to get sideways, that's when you have to watch out. I have some pretty awesome dream sequences where somebody will experience something. Something will happen, and then it'll be like a reset.
Yeah.
It's not a reset. It's actually, I'm not going to tell you. Jorge plans everything, and then in his mind, he's back in his kitchen table, and there's the knife in front of him again. Okay, he goes out, comes back in, the knife's in his hand. He goes back in the kitchen, puts it back in the block, comes back. He's back in the kitchen, he grabs the knife. So maybe I just had Jorge kill 5 people. I didn't describe them to you right now. Maybe Jorge likes cheese. Maybe he can't find his cheese. All right, he's got the knife. He did some cheese.
Okay,
Did I tell you about the cheese? No, because I chose not to. So when I build with that description, look for the cheese. Wait for something that's either not there or something that hasn't. I've chosen not to show you yet.
So how many times have you been in the middle of that, writing that, and just been like, I'm gonna tear this thing apart? I'm going at it. I'm gonna go at it a different direction, or I'm gonna go at the same direction, but I'm just gonna do it differently. I'm gonna talk about the cheese.
Yes. Okay. So Bereft Reality. It's the first book that I published. It's so large. Should have been. I didn't know any better when I first started. I know a little bit better now, I like to think. But when I first started, they only asked me a couple of questions about what I did and what I did not do. So I pushed a lot of buttons. I got away with a lot in Bereft Reality.
Mm-hmm.
So much so that it's got a pretty good following now just because of what it entails, what it does, how it progresses. I've had, I think, 6 or 7 people just read separate pieces of that. I've had a couple people tell me they're not going to read anymore until I tell them what the F is going on. And I'm like, look, did you get this far yet? They're like, no. I'm like, I gave the book back. Finish it. Okay, so in Bereft Reality, a couple characters I actually rewrote because when I went and did something, I actually got a different response that they did something when they went into the room,
Mm-hmm.
and one person was already inside the room. Something different happened. Just came to me, so
Right.
I rewrote that.
Okay.
So I
You
won't
did. You
just
tore
send
it
it.
apart. And you came back to
Yep,
it.
yep. I actually changed. If, for example, to oversimplify it, if a character started to like red and they were wearing blue, and if this was important, then I would go through and I wouldn't just change, all instances of blue to red.
Mm-hmm.
I would go back and revisit that and find out why. And then I would throw my descriptions in, and whatever popped in my head, I would change that. So, Griff Reality, I think since that was my first,
Okay.
some people would say that, you did that because you weren't organized. No, I had notes on that thing forever.
Mm-hmm.
Just, I had to go through and think about. And everything from Breath Reality that's in the notes did not make it into the book. I have all my notes written out. Everything just didn't fit. It just didn't. It wound up on the floor. Take from the movie, if you will. But there you go.